I'll put some really interesting. Ooh, I got to turn the sound. There we go. Got to do Telling Truth 3. There was interesting about the Mona Lisa. Angel White put out a video about the Mona Lisa. So anytime that AI site puts something out, you know it's going to be amazing. And on Telling Truth 3, we had Event 201 again with Tom Hanks in the movie Catch Me If You Can, where he's walking down the hall going 201, 201, 201, 201, so he could memorize and keep the room number in his head while he goes up there. So just fascinating. And let me see, the Book of the Law. The Book of the Law, it said there's no release date for it. We like to date everything that we can. And it says the book contains 3 chapters, which was alleged to be written down in 1 hour, beginning at noon on April 8th, April 9th, April 10th, Cairo, Egypt. And so I ran that to our next total solar, which is also on April 8th. And it literally had the 144,000 in the months and 1,200 or 120 for the year. So it's the church and the church. It says 120 years exact. 120 is Adam in Strong's Concordance, Hebrew for the Old Testament. But look at the months. Well, because 12 times 12, 1440, 1440. And then you look at the days, 4383. So you got the 38 and the 83 for the murder codes. They're both different in gematria, depending on how you want to say murder in gematria. When you look at it, reverse ordinal is 83, reverse full reduction is 38. So very fascinating that Earl's address was 3830. And look at the English ordinal for murder, 79. And when Earl died on May 8th, 8 times 5, 1978. It begins with 79, followed by the number 12 for the church. And I've always known that that date or his death, as I've told y'all, was tied to my second marriage divorce and the Lord pulling me out of the world and my salvation and all that, which is also what that second marriage was about. It's just, and this is all done by numbers. Remember, I've done numbers. Numbers have been in my head since I was a kid. That's all I see the world through numbers, but I don't do numerology in the way that the pagans do it. It's mainly for multiplication. And the Lord has just shown me 28 million thousand connections. Anyway, but that's fascinating. That's a fascinating, and see, I think that might be the abomination of desolation day, the next total solar eclipse, if he's going to be going down, this July through October. I would say November at the latest. And I guess I would have to say December this year at the latest. So it's very fascinating. And then there was Point Break, because that means the breaking point. And it was Patrick Swayze, who was the sun god in Donnie Darko. And he was also but the movie featured all those presidents, what they called the dead presidents or something to that effect, which of course, when Trump becomes the dead president, that is the Earth's breaking point. That is the white horse moment. So that's a very big one. And that's July 10th, July 12th. So I ran that to our big suspect day of July 1st. And it's got 311 coded along with 119 for Donald. But you look at the months, there's your 383 again. So it's something to be fascinated by and really take a strong look at, in my opinion. Anyway, I love y'all very much. Do we have any? I don't